Hello! Let's go ahead and jump right in today. We don't need to do any of the other garbage that we usually talk about. We kind of know how to play this game. Down here on the bottom right, this is the app, the Direwolf Digital Games Room thing. On the bottom right, you have player logs. If you click on player logs, it does show the score total. So it is, when it asks you at the end and it says, what's the total, that includes, do include the 20 points that you earned from escaping, right? So that's everything, including your 20 points, all your cards, all your money, all your tokens, everything goes into whatever you type into the word total. So just keep that in mind that it is correct, and that is what it's asking for. It was just, I just wasn't sure, just the way it's worded. It's almost treated like an extra thing. In the other apps, it's treated as an extra thing, right? In the other, like in the Clank and Clank in Space apps, your escape 20-point token is treated extra, and it doesn't have a total, but it breaks everything down. And so that's why that was a little confusing to me. So let's carry on with our campaign. Chapter 2, The Experiments. At the wizard's urging, you went off to the big city, the capital. Unfortunately, it was as bright and loud as it was big, and it was no place for a bumpkin like you. Just as you were ready to head back home, strange things began happening. Just as the wizard predicted, folks started going missing. People saw chilling visions wandering, strange shadows clattering through the streets. You wanted to explore these spooky happenings, but you weren't sure where to start. Wow. Okay. All right, so I've got this. I've got, set aside. Oh, yeah, okay. We can go through all this through the magic of editing here. It's not even editing, it's the magic of pausing and resuming. Shuffle the three, so we're pulling these three tiles out here. Use the red side of the starter tile. That's good to know. Honest to gosh, I never knew that one side was green and red. I just never even noticed. I just assumed they were just different, and they both had the same art otherwise, like for the catacombs part, like the crypt entrance. All right, let's see here. Set aside the three tiles with the crystal cave artifact rooms. Shuffle the 3 crystal cave artifact tiles with 7 depth tiles. Place them on the stack, so on top of the remaining. Then place 4 safe tiles on top of the stack. Return the remaining safe tiles to the box. I should double check that real quick here. Yep. I must have put them in the box. I don't even know where they are. But I only have 4, so I guess we're good. And then we're starting with 3 cubes again each. Place the dragon marker on the 2-player space of the rage track. Set aside 1 skeleton priest, and 1 skeleton warlock. Set aside 1 imp familiar, 1 spectral rider, and 1 scavenger. Remove the dragon egg minor secrets. You will not use them at all during this campaign. Chapter start. One day, poof, the wizard arrived. Have you found the tunnels beneath the city yet? Much of the strangeness in the city is coming from those tunnels. Go down there and find out what the big boss is up to, and find me an artifact to catalog. Bonus goals. For this game, you have extras to complete. Extras are optional objectives. You will unlock extras during the chapter, and if you complete them, you will receive additional bonuses to your grade. All right, so move on to a crystal cave artifact. Oh, so we have to find. That's why they want them in the top 10, and steal an artifact. Okay, well, give me a second, and we'll be right back. I'm a genius. I figured out where I lost my 2 other safe tiles. They were on the bottom of the stack. So I have to remember that those belong, or obviously you can't play with those. They belong at the bottom of the stack. They belong in the box, but I put them at the bottom of the stack just to keep things nice and tidy for me up here on this little table. So let's go ahead and get the setup finished. We're going to start with 5 cards. We've shuffled. We've got a dungeon row here. We got the floating skull, the lie in wait. Sudden movement. That one has an arrive on it, so we have to remember that. Remove traps, riot, lots of on acquire stuff, and sneak attack. This is a Clank house favorite here card to start the game with. That is such a handy thing to have right off the bat. -2 Clank. Okay, and sudden movement says each player alone on a tile square. Oh, okay. We can't rotate the starting tile, so we're just gonna live with what we've got. And I think we're good. So, boy, we have absolutely nothing going for us here. So we're going to need 14 tiles out on the board. Is that what you're telling me? Because we have to, remember, our goal, well, is to steal an artifact, but we also need to move onto a Crystal Cave artifact tile. And then we know, you know, our guy here had us pull these cards out and these cards out. So I'm not quite sure how this all plays into it, but this is super fun for just a different way to play Clank, I think, and just, you know, give it some other stuff to do. This is pretty cool. I'm enjoying this. All right, so what do we have here? We have a Stumble. Let's go ahead and put one in there. And then we have 4 Burgle. So we're not going anywhere, but we can purchase cards. Boy, and like I said, I really like Sneak Attack. I really, really like Sneak Attack. But, well, oh, you know, and I don't know if this holds true for the whole game, but, you know, in Chapter 1, on turn 1, no cards were removed from the dungeon row. So assuming that's true, you know, throughout the game here, we can maybe I guess it doesn't matter whether the order I take it. It's going to be random, whatever gets knocked out anyway. But I kind of want to take sudden movement just to make sure, right? Because boots are going to be the most important thing. So that's going to cost me 3. That leaves me 1 point to buy absolutely nothing. All right, so we are done. And yes, it's a bad habit of mine to not draw my hand before I start the next turn. It is. All right, we have next turn. Boom, we have, yeah, see, no, end of turn 1, trash no extra cards, refill normally, right? So this must be a common thing. I mean, based on a sample size of like 5, right? Like I've seen 4 times I've just gone through the Chapter 1 thing just to make sure I was doing it right, and then just now this. So it must be just a thing that we need to know and remember. So we have to fill the dungeon row. Brave Hero. I love this card so much. Look at that. She has a little bit of everything, and she's worth points if you're breaking people out, and she has some amazing armor on. So this is one of my favorite cards in Clank Catacombs here. Okay, we have naturally a Clank here. We're going to add one to the pile, and then we have... well, there's our 2 boots that are going to get us into the Crystal Cave and 3 points, right? And we knew all this was coming because of what we drew the first time, because the starting hand is always the same. So I think this time we do take Sneak Attack. Now, is there something better to take? Riot is not a bad card to take. We get to free a prisoner immediately, and it has a boot on it, and it has a sword on it. Lie in Wait is just bonkers good sometimes. You know, like it saved me in Chapter 1 a lot, but I felt like I was deficient in swords. So I think I'm going to just take that and get that just out of the way now. Okay, that way we have a good chunk of swords coming to us on 1 card. Our deck is relatively small at this point. You know, we now have 12 cards in it, so I don't need to have our swords spread around, because I would hate to need 3 swords and then have, you know, draw a 2-sword here in one hand and then a 2-sword in another hand. I think this will be maybe a better bet for long-term big baddies that we have to fight. So that's what I think. So let's see what the app says. Right, so there goes the back 2. So there goes Riot and nothing, because we bought the thing there. It's such a bummer. I do like Riot a lot. That was probably my next pick if I only had 3 points to spend, just because it's a good card, and plus now I have the -2 Clank in here, so... All right, let's see what we have. Riot is gone. I'm going to stand these up this time. It was too hard to fiddle with those. Oh, how funny. Another Sneak Attack. And, oh, okay. And our librarian friend, who I misread, thanks to GW Gumby for pointing that out in the notes in Chapter 1 video here. I'm certain that... you know, recording here is a lot different than when you're playing, you know, and you've got other people at the table and you can take your time. And here I am trying to not have downtime and everything. So I think my brain is shortcutting so much stuff. And there are 3 2s on that card, right? It's 2 skill points, it's -2 Clank, and draw 2 cards. And I swear to you, my brain just said, and you need 2 secret tomes. No, you don't. If you have a secret tome in your play area or discard pile, draw 2 cards. So we will not be making that mistake again. And how funny, I pointed this out when I first saw it, but that's the dude. That's the guy. All right, so he's a librarian. I like it. I still think that Direwolf should keep this going. Like, I think this is fantastic. I love being able to play this by myself. This is cool. I mean, it's a great game with 4 people. I've never played it with 6, though, but of course I have all the stuff because it's Clank. Okay, what do we have here? We have 4 points. Yeah, it's a bummer, man. If I lose that brave hero, I'm gonna be very upset. Very upset. Do I have any way to get another thing? I don't. And the sword I got from the other one, I couldn't do anything with, so don't. For sneak attack. That's why I didn't even acknowledge it. Okay, well, 4 points. Let's think about. I mean, maybe the librarian is the answer. How funny. Lion Weight is great, but that librarian, man, just being able to draw cards, 2 cards even. Remember all those 2s that are on there. Remove traps is good, but it gets me in trouble sometimes because this is the one, I don't know, I don't think we played with it on chapter 1 here. Replace a card in the dungeon row. Sometimes you just don't want to nuke something. Sometimes it's all good and, you know, the app is going to blow stuff up for you, you know, to keep the pressure on if the dragon attacks coming out. And that's why, you know, you would stop buying cards sometimes. You're just afraid. Anyway, let's go on here. What do we have? We have nothing with any special anything. So what we're really looking at is 4 points and 3 boots. So we're going to do some exploration here. So we could go over here to start. Since we have so many boots right away, I'm kind of not opposed to this idea. We have no swords. We could go down. We can't go down and back up because this is a crystal cave. So I'm kind of not opposed to just seeing what's over here and spending 2 boots right away on a safety tile. Well, that's a bummer, man. That's a bummer, too. Okay, yeah, see, this isn't so bad. So there, if we do it like that, that cost us 2 boots, and we still have 1 more boot to go all the way up here. Shabam. I really like this because it's it's only 1 easy room to get you through, right? But I also really like potions and stuff. So that's not such a bad idea either. Let's move our little dungeon over this way since we seem to be going that way. So that's not so bad. Let's go ahead and take a minor secret for that. So we were here, we went 1, 2, and then 3 goes all the way up there. That's our 3rd boot. Kind of hard to see. And it didn't say anything. Like, I put those tokens back in because, like the dungeon token it told us to take out, and oh, that's what I didn't do. The monkey idols. I was kind of waiting for it to say something. So there's all 3 of those. It didn't say we only need 1, so I think that's just normal now. That was just for that thing. So we have a health potion, and we can hang on to health potions, so that's good. And then we have 4 points to buy. I think I have to take the librarian, right? I'm going to be so mad if I lose the brave hero, though. Okay. So mad. All right, here's my hand. Let's go ahead. Oh, the app, that's right. Next turn. Ah! Of course, of course. Goodbye, brave hero. You were the bravest. All right, let's see what comes out here. The skeletal ape. So right away, we are going to have, yeah, I think the best way for me to, so I missed one. That was also pointed out to me. Thanks again. And I'm trying to find a way to remember to do all this stuff, and maybe if I just lay stuff like that, it'll help me remember it because it's oh yes, the Emperor. I love it. It is pretty cool. Like so, here's some some Clank lore. The original Clank has a Mr. Whiskers card in it, which is like the dragon's pet cat, and it just is such a cool thing because I don't remember offhand what the card does. I think it's force a dragon draw. A dragon draw. That sounds like a sounds like a rolling right. like a dragon attack, dragon draw from the bag, or -2 Clank, I think. But anyway, it's just a great card. And in one of the expansions, I don't even remember which now. It's been so long for original Clank. They had a giant. Yeah, it's a standee, so it's like 6-inch tall or maybe 5-inch tall Mr. Whiskers. It's just this little orange cat. It was great. I loved it. It had no game purpose. It was just like they had space on the punch boards. They just put Mr. Whiskers in there. I don't even know where it is anymore. We used to have this score sheet over our game table. It was like half not whiteboard. It was like a chalkboard, and then the other half was like some kind of pushpin material. Like not. I don't think it was cork. I think maybe underneath it was cork, but maybe it had some kind of a thing over it. But anyway, we had like a high score thing, and we would stick, we would write down game scores and stuff when we would have game night. A bunch of friends come over. Three Black Dragon cubes came out of the bag, no big deal. And then we had like these liquid chalk pens we'd write on there, but we had Mr. Whiskers sitting on top of it, and he would look down over the proceedings. It was pretty great. All right, so we are done. I talked a lot about something that didn't have anything to do with Clank. Sorry. Okay, we did our dragon pull from the bag. It was 3 dragon cubes, so no problem for us. Let's see where we are here. Now we have 1 guy to fight. See, look at that. Look how handy sneak attack is. Look at this jerk right there. Skeletal ape, 3 swords, boom. We could take care of that guy. We only have 1 boot. That's too bad. We have 1 stumble. You know what? I need a few of these out. They're great for holding things until I need to dig my fat hands in there. Okay, so there's that. We have 1 boot. You know, do we head towards... Man, I'm so bummed we lost the hero because we could have made that happen this turn. And we only have 3, right? 1, 2, 3. We could... Oh, this is going to be... Oh, okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going to take we're going to take our 3 swords and kill the skeletal ape. We're killing the skeletal ape to add +3 Clank to the group, right? Then we gain 3 coins. Sorry, I've got my crap spread all over here. Let's put these over here. Oh, that was all the cubes I had out. And I took 3 money, I put 3 Clank in there, but we have 3 more to spend this time, which is going to give us 3, 4, 5, 6 skill points. I'm gonna buy the floating skull here, but we're gonna do that after we move, I think. So we're gonna move first. I think we're gonna move. Is it worth it for that 5 points? No, let's jump over the bad guy. Let's do that. Let's jump over the bad guy. And we're gonna move into, yeah, that's sweet. I'm all about that right there. We're gonna jump right into this room, right? So we used how did I do this now? Okay, we used no, we haven't, oh yeah, we haven't moved, but that's okay. So we used our 3 swords to kill this guy, which gives us 3 skill points, 3 Clank, and 3 coins. Then, with that 6 points, our 6 skill, right, 3, 4, 5, 6, we bought this. On acquire, teleport to an adjacent room, so I can teleport over here because I don't have my swords anymore. Now I have -2 Clank for the turn. We're going to put those back in. And we've spent all of our skill points. I can't move. That was just a +2 Clank run, but that's okay. I think that's it. Now the only other thing that we can do on this turn, and just so you can see, this is on acquire, teleport to an adjacent room, and I wanted to jump over the bad guys. So let's think about that. That's a major secret here. Oh, that's what I didn't do, is I didn't give myself these things. So much for all this setup time, huh? Okay, so we start the game with 3 lockpicks. Let's go ahead and put one of them right here, and that is a major secret. And sometimes these are great. I love the dungeon map one. Being able to go backwards is so fantastic. I also need some money. I need 7 more. Ah! Look at that. Hey, now there's 2 in there. That's all right. Okay, sweet. All right, I think that's going to be it for us. All right, so here, mark my words. Famous last words. I have a good feeling about this game. We're going to die. Ah! Okay. Let's go ahead and see what the app says here. The app is going to say... Oh, no. So we lost the Emperor. That's a bummer, but the reason why I took the card I wanted to take is because it has a teleport on it. I love being able to teleport. Now, the problem with it is that I need a crown first, so that's going to mean that we need $7 and to find a market somewhere, okay? So that's tough because one of the things I love to buy is a backpack, right? Because you can get that second artifact. So what did we lose here? These Emperor and sneak attack. God, having 2 sneak attacks would just be insane. Underground Rivers, that's Dragon Attack. We have a Black Market. I like that. Choose 2. $2 or trash a card on your plate. Yeah, I like that a lot. Payoff, that's just such a good card for so cheap. And the Expert Guide, all good cards. So we have a Dragon Attack. Of course we do. This game's out to kill me. And Max is in here dinking around, isn't he? They didn't say anything about Max, but we're just gonna... I think Max is here. All right, so what do we got? 3 cubes. We have 2 black dragon cubes and 1 of my red cubes. Boom. Oh yeah, they had us put 3 in there to start for Max. Okay, where are we going? We have a stumble right out of the gate here. Then we can't. Oh yeah, we can go down because we have the dungeon map. It doesn't matter. Hot diggity. Okay, so we have to think about that. They just just so you remember the way that they had us set this up. They had us put 3 tiles that have artifacts in crystal caves, and the app says move onto a crystal cave artifact tile. So it makes me think that it's not that we have to, like, they want us to do all of them. They made sure it was in the top 10, that there was a good ratio there, I think. So perhaps it's not going to be as hard as I would initially think to get that. I mean, it literally could be 2 tiles away, right? Because we know one more is going to be our safety tile, then one more could be, okay, so maybe this isn't so bad. And what I want to do is I want to not stray. I mean, worst case scenario, it's 8, 9, and 10 tiles out, which for us would be, you know, one more than that because we still have another one to do. But I want to probably stay close to the entrance, you know, so that I can get out of here. So I'm thinking instead of putting a safety tile here, I put a safety tile here, and then I build out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a good number of tiles that we should be able to hit at least one of those crystal caves and be fairly close, you know, to the exit still. So I think that's the prevailing wisdom here. Don't stray too far. Okay. Oh, that's sick. -2 Clank right there. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, what have we got? We got sudden movement in the house. Oh, and our Clank. So we did that already. Sudden movement is 2 boots. So I'm going to go 1, 2 over here, and we have... Well, I want to have some amount of choice here. Let's do this, because this gets us up, right, and down if we want it, and it gets us another small, minor secret. And I like me some minor secrets. You know what we don't have is a market. Oh, how funny. Okay then, all right. There's another healing potion for us. I could use one now, but whatever. Okay, and then we have 4 points to spend, 4 skill points. So, dang, again, I'm in the situation of I want one more because the expert guide is out here, and that's got 2 boots. She has 2 skill points as well, but she costs 5, and we only have 4. So I do think... Dang, so does the black market. Lie in wait would be fantastic. I've spent a lot of time in Crystal Caves here, haven't I? Okay. And I have a... Oh, man. I'm going to just... I bet the app kills these 2, which is going to be a bummer because I'm going to want to buy that one next turn. But I think that I'm going to buy Payoff for 1. That leaves us 3 points. And then I'm going to buy... Well, I could buy Lie in Wait. Oh, and I could put it at the top of my deck, too. It's on acquire, is that? Yeah, let's do it. Let's buy that for 3. So that's 4 total skill points. And that was our 4 skill points we had. So let's do... Oh, I can put this on top. I don't know why. That's it's on acquire. And we are in a crystal cave. So assuming we don't get a dragon... God, and the odds of getting a dragon are good because we're about to draw 4 cards. That's why I was thinking maybe the Darkened Alcove would be better because it's immediately -2 Clank, and we already have 1 in there. This is a bit of a gamble, but I also want to get some cards that have more than 1 skill point on them, and I couldn't afford the Expert Guide, which is, in my opinion, right now the best card out there. So we're going to call it good there. Did I put it on the top? Yes, I did. Let's see. Well... Not that I have any cards that can do anything. There's React cards in the, what's it called? Adventuring Party expansion that are pretty sweet that we actually kept in our just base Clank game. Because even if you don't have 5 or 6 people playing and you only even have 3 or 4, you still want people looking at their cards, and you'll see one that says React. Oh, on your turn, you picked up an artifact. I have a card that says I can do something off turn for that. It's pretty cool. Ooh, the Expert Guide, though. This app hates me. Okay, what do we got here? Astral Projection. That's probably an underutilized card for me, huh? Yeah. The Scavenger. That's just a Take a minor... Oh, good. Oh, arrive. Put 3 dragon cubes back in the bag. Awesome. I like it. Okay. You know what I need? The black market. Do I have 5 points? I have 4, I have 4 points. There is Stumble again for me. Okay, so Stumble's out, and then we have a whole bunch of cards. Oh, yeah, right. And if I'm in a crystal cave, of course, that was on the top, -2 Clank, so there we go. Boom. We're taking those out because I am in a crystal cave to start this turn. And you know what? That actually worked out really well because it has 1 sword on it, too, and there's a bad guy right here. So let's go ahead and use that sword to fight that dude. And we're going to use a boot, right? One of our boots is here to come down here and fight that guy, so we're not going to take damage. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Okay. How? Can I get into this room anyway? So here's what I want to do. So I'm going to come down into here, and we're going to take 1 damage because I only have 1 sword to fight one of these 2 guys, right? However, I can blow both healing potions right now and heal up if I wanted to. I'm not in any worry. I am in no concern of dying yet, so I'm just going to hang on to them. And the idea there is, you know, I might draw something that heals me, you know, and there might be a, you know, on arrive or on acquire, there might be a crystal cave or something I step into that heals me. That's just like a free heal, and, you know, I'm not anywhere afraid of dying just yet, so I'm okay with that. We do get a minor secret here. Love me some secrets. I don't even know what that is. I got a boot. The one that fell out was the one I wanted. the wellspring or whatever it's called. The magic spring. The one that lets me discard a trash a card. Boots are nice though. I love me some boots, but I was hoping for some money somewhere because I want to be able to buy a crown. I am absolutely going to use this, my lockpick on the library here, to take a secret tome, because how many cards are here? 5? I think one of those is probably a librarian, right? Meaning I'm going to wind up having a forced shuffle here in a second. So then we have another boot and a burgle. So we really only have 4 points to buy cards. Oh, that's pretty messed up. What do we have in here again? There's all kinds of burgles. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's use our second boot to move over this direction here. Trying to keep it... oh no! A ghost tile. So that right there, remember, means that we put in a white cube into the bag now that's going to attack us every single round. And those guys are deadly. Those are deadly. If I go this way, I get another minor secret. I love me some minor secrets. I really do. I really do. I could also go that way, but then I wouldn't have a lockpick for the prisoners. I could go that way, and I would have a lockpick for the prisoners. I could take some more damage. That's never a good answer. Gosh, it's probably... So the prisoners are mostly just going to be points. There's also the cleric one that'll heal me. So that's a good possibility. But then, and I know I mentioned this when we played Chapter 1, I'm out of lockpicks. And lockpicks are hard to come by. All right, let's rescue 2 dudes and see what we've got. Oh, how funny. The peasant and the cleric. So see, the cleric was a free heal. That's good, and then we have 2 points. So that was 4 victory points that we gained there. Not amazing. We could use another boot to move down here, our potion boot, but where's all of our money cards? Okay, so we have 2, 3, 4 points to spend here. So I think, oh god, I need 5 for the black market. Right, so I guess our best bet is going to be to buy the Thieves' Shrine. This is going to be, I can trash up to 2 burgles, each from my play area or discard pile, or take $2. Now, so here's what I'm thinking. I really want the $2. because if the black market doesn't go away and I somehow have 5 points, I can use that for $2, which would give me 4 more, which gives me 3, which would give me 7, and we're very close to a market to where I could buy a crown, and then we have that teleport card in our deck, right? Sounds good. So does dumping 2 burgles. I feel like I can't even gamble on the getting 5 skill. I just don't have it. So I'm going to buy the Thieves' Shrine, which is a one-time use device, trash up to 2 burgles. So here they are, going out of the game. So long, sayonara, never liked you anyway. All right, yeah, we need some more money somehow. I mean, there's a possibility. I think that in the small tokens, isn't there a $2? Right, so we could go down and potentially draw that. I mean, we could also draw any of those other giant pile of things too. But I think we're gonna stick with that. So let's see here. So we have 3, 4, 5. Yeah, see, the librarian's going to be in there, right? Okay, so let's do the app. The app says we just blew up the scavenger. We're gonna pull out a crystal kobold and a skeleton. And a kobold says that's a dragon attack. Hopefully I haven't missed any dragon attacks. We have this thing when we're playing around the table where, you know, somebody draws the cards, and if one of them has a dragon, they just yell, "Dragon!" and then somebody grabs the bag. It's like I don't have that here. I have just me. Okay, so what are we drawing? 3 cubes. And we just put 3 black dragon cubes back in, so maybe we're going to be lucky. Nope, we got 2 blacks and a red, so I took another point of damage. That's okay. We're only at 2 damage out of 10. We're all right. And let's see here. Right, so now I have a librarian that says if I have a secret tome in my play area, a single secret tome in your play area, or discard a pile, draw 2 cards. And we know we do. It's right there. So I'm going to have to shuffle this whole mess now to draw a card. And what else do we have? Let's just start looking at it while we're... Yeah, dang it. See, we have the floating skull in there. We can do some combat, though, and look at that. If I can find my way to a crystal cave somehow, I can kill the crystal kobold up here. I have 4 swords. Who wants to talk about Zelda games? All right, let's see. Okay, so we're going to draw a card. It's a burgle, of course. Dang. Wow, and 0 boots. Maybe this time I'm a little sword heavy. So here's what we've got. No usable text because I do not have a crown. I drew my 1 card because of this guy. Oh, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 points. That's like the magic number to make you not want to shop at the store, though. Especially because I didn't draw a stinking stumble, which means the black market where I could discard any card or trash any card I want. I don't want to get rid of a stumble, and that's an expensive get to get rid of a burgle, right? So that might live another day. Now, we have potentially 1 boot if we absolutely needed it, but we really don't. We could get our 2 gold from killing the skeleton, right? So there's that. We kill the skeleton. We're at -2 Clank, so we're still at -1 Clank then. Keep that in mind. And we gain 2 gold for defeating the skeleton. So we're up to 5 gold now. That's 1 dead skeleton, right? Because we have -2 Clank because of this guy right here, the librarian. Shh, makes sense, right? Okay, so that was what, 1 sword? So we have 3 swords left. We can't get to the crystal cave, so that means that we're going to kill the goblin for 1 more. Here, I'll just take 3, 4, take a 5. So we're 1 gold away. Oh man, all right. What do I have? 7 points to spend now? This is what we've got, and we're looking at 7 points to spend. I mean, we could take a secret tome just for the points, but that's a little rough. I feel like our best bet might be to... Oh, this is so lame. I don't want the black market to go away without it being used. There's nothing out here with a sword. And 3 devices? We got to clear this up. Okay, so number 1. For 2 points, we're going to take the Underground River, which is heal 1 or boot. We're going to use the boot to come down here to take a minor secret. I think that's our best bet. Our minor secret is... Oh, that way shrine thing. the junk box, or where did that go? Oh, there it is. The junk thing, right? That's the thing that says puzzle box. That's right. Not that. There's like a junk thing somewhere, isn't there? No, it's the puzzle box I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Clank in Space. There's like a box of parts or something. Okay, so we need to remember that at a way shrine somewhere, which we will totally never remember. Let's see here. Gosh dang it. So we could make this happen now, right? Because we already spent 2, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So if we spend our boot, right? We spend our boot, and we can move backwards because we have the map. We're in here. With our remaining 5 skill points, we buy the black market, and we take 2 gold. And now we can shop. Okay, now we can shop. So if I spend all $7 on a crown, which is worth 10 points, we still have in play, and this is what I was talking about where Clank's order of operations is a little loose sometimes, right? We have a crown. That effect is still in play. We can teleport to an adjacent room. So now we have the option of going back to the way we came, or we can hop down here to the bottom. Now, if we go back the way we came, we will not get another minor secret. We've already got one from this room this turn. So, I say we go exploring. Let's go down. Let's just go down and see what happens. And we're going to come right there. Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to rotate it this way because we teleported. We don't want to fight that guy. And we are now in the spot with the 5. And if we go back to our app, it says, move on to a Crystal Cave artifact tile. Boom. Move on to a Crystal Cave artifact tile. You stumbled into the laboratory to see it. Oh no, it's going to make us go to 3 of these, isn't it? You stumbled into the laboratory to see it buzzing with energy. Everywhere skeletons were shambling, bumping into each other and dropping equipment. Vials, tubes, and beakers of strange liquid filled the room. In the center of the lab, green and purple smoke rose from a shadowy chair. You tried to get a look at what was in the chair, but you were spotted by a familiar skeleton. Place skeleton near this tile. You cannot leave this tile or steal an artifact until the skeleton is defeated. Okay, so we don't have a sword. We've got this guy here now. How funny is this? Okay, so we're kind of stuck. All right, that's fine. Let's see what the app has to say. Next turn, we just lost we lost the Crystal Kobold, and of course I'm in a Crystal Cave this time. I could have not. Yeah. Okay, so that's gone. Let's see here. We have the Curator. Draw a card for each artifact you have. I like that. The Crystal Compass. Draw 2 cards. Oh, I love it. I need that one. The Rebel Thief. I feel like we were dragon card heavy there for a while. Arrive. Each player alone on a square tile must rotate that tile to a new orientation. I mean, that locks us out of where we were, though. Sorta. That's not so bad. Let's just do it that way. Okay. We're still stuck by Mr. Skeleton here, and we have 1 sword. Hot damn, look at that. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. All right, so we have a secret tome in our play area. We have a stumble, so that's going to be +1 Clank. We have, am I in a Crystal Cave? Yes, buddy. All right, so we're going to play Lie in Wait. We're going to use the 1 sword to kill the skeleton that is gain $2, 2 gold, and +1 Clank, right? Boom. Oh, hey, look, I'm in a Crystal Cave, -2 Clank. We're going to take that back. Yoink. Now this guy is dead. So we've done all of that, and we still have these. Okay, but we need to check again. We defeated a skeleton. You've defeated me again! I've been promoted to a level 1 skeleton, and still it's no good. I never would have been promoted without you. Big Boss has a fancy robe, and with that, the skeleton let out a gasp and left the land of the living again. Gain a minor secret. When you move off this tile, collapse it. Oh boy. Okay, so hang on here. That's going to be hard to remember. All right. Let's move on to a second Crystal Cave artifact tally. You dirty birds, you. We're going to be all up in this place. This is super cool. I love it. All right, what do we get? We got 2 gold. How funny. Okay, so I know the rulebook says you just hang on to that as if it's 2 gold, but we've been in the habit of just like throwing it into our discard pile, like our trash pile, right, and just taking 2 gold. So there's that. Okay, I like these metal clanky coins much better. Okay, then we also got payoff this time. So payoff, you know, is going to go away, but it's going to give us a bunch of skill points this turn, and then we have sudden movement, so we can actually move a little bit this turn, which is good. Okay, and we are going to have 6 points to spend. Look at that. I think that there is no way that I am not buying that card. I would also love, oh god, the Rebel Thief. This is unreal. The Rebel Thief and Sudden Movement are arguably better, though. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I think, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm going to do it. I can't believe that I'm going to take these 2 instead. Right? And the reason is I need more boots, we know that, and we're out of lockpicks. And just past, like, you know, cycling through and getting lockpicks here and there is great. And if we can find more companions, I don't think we have too many. The Floating Skull is a companion, the Librarian is a companion, of course. Then we can at least draw a card still. So I do think that maybe this is my better bet. Payoff gets trashed. These go into my discard. Neither one has an acquire with them. But we still have 2 boots to deal with here. So where do we go? I don't really care about a 5 artifact. I mean, we could just skedaddle over here. How many tiles was I talking about earlier? 10. So we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, we could be in here a long time. Yikes. And this place collapses when we leave. This is just to try to remind me that the app says, you know, to do that. So, well, I mean, it's, I guess, not too terribly harmful to come down 1 space into the... Oh, and we're totally going to block off our way because this is going to get collapsed, right? Into the market. Do we have any money? We don't have enough money. And then our second boot, I guess we can just go down again, right? Let's do that. Let's push the whole map up a bit. And we will go from the market to this side with our second boot. Not the cave we were looking for. This is god-awful doing that, I think. Well, I mean, these are going to be... This will be a what? It'll be 2 down, so it'll be a 12, which is not awful, you know. Oh, man. So do I want it this way? Do I want it that way? I mean, crystal caves are kind of our friend a little bit. We get stuck in them, but we have that lie in wait for minus Clank when we need it, right? So that's not so bad. What about... God, that's not so bad. I kind of don't mind this at all. I really don't, especially because it's going to heal us for 1, and... what else do I have? Yeah, 2 more heals still, right? I kind of don't care. So I think that's okay. I think we're golden. Let's see what the app says to do here. Oh, and this collapses. That collapses. Let's take this out of the game. The poor goblin here is hoarding all the stuff. Next turn, we are losing the... Oh! The crystal compass is gone, my friends. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. We have the loot. +1 Clank, draw 2 cards. We have pillage. If you gain at least 3 gold this turn, draw a card. The light stick, which is pretty fat. And then we do have, that's a fat 3 skill points right there, but it's also +1 Clank. And then the ogre merchant, which is a draw from the bag. $5, or if you're in a market, take something for free. And we just collapsed a market, didn't we? Wasn't there one up there? Oh, no, man. I just got hit twice. You're going back in. You're going over there. And these 2 are going over here. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Okay. Well, Oh, I never drew any cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get some shuffling done here. Well, that is super interesting. I wonder what this game's like game plan is for going into all these different places, you know? Like, what happens if I just steal an artifact and just try to get out of here? Like, I'm not ashamed to take a 12. That's over half the points, right? The highest one is only 20, right? That's not so bad. It might kind of kickstart whatever's going on here, and we don't necessarily want to not investigate fully. I like the idea of all these extra rewards and everything. One more card. Okay. Ta-da! Oh dear, this was awful. This was the worst hand I could have drawn, so we have a stumble. So there's that. We're going to put one cube. I'm trying to find a good spot for all this stuff so it can stay on screen. Okay, so there's one red cube going in the bag, and then we have a scramble and a burgle. We have a useless secret tome. Right, that doesn't do us any good, and a sidestep. So with 2 points, we could buy, well, we could buy pillage, but that's, again, swords. We could buy mercenary, swords. I don't really, neither one of those have victory points on them. This does have a boot, at least, in the upside of, you know, getting us some, I mean, it's better than a mercenary, I guess, so I think we're going to buy pillage. And then we have 2 boots, so let's come... Oh, man. All right, let's just go this way and just see what happens. We can always come back. Oh, hey, this is another one of those tiles. If I go that way, that's only a 7 artifact, and I really don't care about it. Is there any way? Yeah, I like this. I like this right here. I like that. So that's 1 boot. Now, we need to put an artifact on here. And we need to talk to the app here. So I need to remember that that's the only thing I haven't done yet is 1 boot, because we've only moved 1 step. So let's see what the app says. Move on to a 2nd Crystal Cave artifact. Oh no, I'm going to probably have to fight somebody or something. Yeah, this jerk. You entered a lab room similar to the first. A skeleton in ornate robes, the big boss, circled the room with a strange headless rider, leading the skeletons in a terrifying chant. The same colorful energy was flowing from the chair in the center. It felt like their chant was somehow pushing the energy out of whoever was in the chair. You can talk to the rider or fight the skeleton priest. Place the skeleton priest near this tile. Resolve the arrived text normally, which is all players get +1 Clank, right? Oh no. So let's do that first. Okay. You can defeat the skeleton priest or spend 5. I don't have it. I have nothing, right? To talk to the rider. You cannot leave this tile or steal an artifact until you've defeated the skeleton priest or talked to the rider. Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Let's see. There's the spectral rider. And there's the skeleton priest. Now, one has to imagine that spending the 5 points gains you the spectral rider, right? And one has to imagine defeating the skeleton priest sends the rider away, but we gain the benefits of beating the priest. You think? I have no idea, and we cannot move off of our current tile. So, and thanks to having 1 boot left and the orientation which I put this boot is useless now. So let's, I mean, our turn is over anyway. So let's go ahead and do next turn. Uh-oh. You felt the dungeon rumble. And then there's like no text here. The curator's gone. That's a bummer. I really wanted the curator. Okay. So let's see what comes out. No, I don't have my hand yet, but that's okay. I don't have any cards that are like react or anything. Okay, so locked trunk. That's a dragon. The bandit. And the another crystal kobold. So we're going to do a dragon attack here. Dang, what do we do? Well, that's all going to depend on how many cards we have, I guess, right? Like, if we can talk to the rider, maybe that's the better bet. That seems like it's way more difficult to do than to come up with 2 swords, right? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3... 2 purples and a black. About time. About time I didn't get just smacked around. All right, let's see here. What does our hand say? Our hand... This is just the theme of the game today. I'm short one skill point. However, all right, let's do this in order so it's clear. There is a stumble, so that's +1 Clank. Then we have, oh, cool, the Rebel Thief. Take a lockpick. If I have another companion in my area, draw a card. So I'm going to take a lockpick. Boom, there we go. And if I remember right, I'm in an area where I can take a major secret with it. And then we have draw a card if there's another companion. Guess what? Look who's at the party. And if we look through our discards, secret tome, and we only need 1. We know that now because we can read. So I get to draw 3 cards all of a sudden, right? Because they're both companions, right? See that? He says if you have another companion, boom, companion. So 1. Oh, and I'm not 2. A burgle. Oop. 3. Another burgle. Okay, so we have a lot of cards in hand now. This one is now like done, right? Like there's nothing we can do with that. This is done. We've completed that. The librarian is also -2 Clank, so we're going to take this back. And that leaves us plenty of skill points. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we have a choice to make. We have 2 options. God, I wish I had 1 more point. 1 more point. And I drew all those cards, and I didn't get 1 more point. Okay, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because if we had 5 to talk to the guy and 1 to buy the bandit, would be great. Oh, this is dumb. All right, I guess let's talk to the guy. Let's just see what this says. So we're going to spend 5 of our points to talk to the rider. Oh, man. Okay, spend 5. While sneaking, you saw that this rider had a glowing energy in place of her head. Please, she whispered to you from her knothead, take me with you. The sacred stones. She must find her way. The stones are... She needs to find her way back. She seemed vacant somehow. There was a cacophony behind you as the skeletons began fleeing the room. One of them was removing a sick-looking villager from the chair in the center. That must be the scavenger, maybe? Acquire the spectral rider and a minor secret. Oh, wow, this is crazy. New extra added. Okay, so discard the skeleton priest. When you move off this tile, collapse it. New extra added, acquire a spectral rider. So now this is, okay. So we got, that's cool. So we got the spectral rider. We're going to get rid of this priest. When I move off this tile, collapse it. And then new extra, oh, and a minor secret. And a new extra. So let's see what that extra is too. That's pretty cool. Our minor secret is a lockpick. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so we're going to turn this in for a lockpick. So we're back to 2 lockpicks. Now, let's see. Oh, extra. Let's see what these are. Oh, look at it. It even flashes. I didn't know any of this. Okay. I had a feeling that this had to do with the way shrines. We have 1 on the starting tile. Oy, caramba. All right, that's not going to happen. I don't think we're going to see those this game, do you? I might just have to move some of this away here. There's that. This is a big dungeon. This is super cool. Okay, so we've done all of this. We spent 5 of our points. We haven't moved, and we didn't use a sword. So 5 of our points are gone. And I had, what, 8? So we have 3 points to spend. We could take the light stick, and, you know, gosh, part of me really wants to. You know what I'm going to do instead? I just want to see what happens. Okay, so we're going to buy that with our remaining 3. It says you must spend a lockpick to use it. Now that we have the lockpicks, why not, right? So I'm going to spend 1 lockpick to take a major secret. And I just dumped all my cubes. Now, just for the sake of it, just because I think it's hilarious, we happen to be on a spot where I can spend another lockpick to take another major secret. So why not? Let's just see what we can get. I mean, we could get a bunch of money. We could get a big fat heal, right? Actually, we'll do one at a time. We'll do this first, and then we'll talk about the card. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, see, $5, right? Why not? Okay, now we'll do the card, I guess. I don't know what I expected to get. I thought maybe if I got something amazing. Oh, how funny. Okay, well then. Yeah, there's another $5. So suddenly we're rich. That just got us essentially 10 victory points, which is pretty awesome. And we still have 2 boots. Is that correct? Oh, this is wild. This game is messing with me because we have no way to get back here without like this is going to collapse. We have just made this very difficult to get to unless we go. We can't go down because I just blew all my lockpicks screwing around. I need a way shrine, man. All right, we have 2 boots, and that's really... Oh, and 1 sword. 2 boots and a sword, and no points, right? These are like a stumble, yeah, and take a lockpick. So we're down to 2 boots and a sword. So we're going to use 1 boot to come... Let's go way over here. Oh, snap. God, I wish I had a lockpick. Okay, so here we are. This is I don't know if any of these tiles have names, but we call this one the pit. Okay, so that's $3 to me, and then we have 1 more boot. $3. I have a lot of money again. Look at this. That's 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 1 more boot. No more lockpicks though. And you know we can move backwards because we have the map. So we don't have to deal with all these jerks. We can totally just go zoop up that way. And this collapsed. I can't forget that. This collapsed. Not that it matters. Let's see. This is bank. Trashed. Out of the way. We're going here to... Dang. How come I can't find a waypoint? I haven't found a single one. Wonder, did I collapse one? Nope. Okay, so we came up through this tunnel. Oh man, that's tempting. Not as tempting as this though. We're eventually going to need to go that way anyway, aren't we? We don't have a lockpick, and we're not going to be just magically sprouting one anytime soon. So let's go into the Crystal Cave. That way we're done. We don't have any Clank. I was going to say, we have Lion Weight in our hand. Okay, so, wow. Ooh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 8 cards. That was awesome. Okay, sorry, that was a bit of a long turn there. All right, what do we got here? Next turn, we have... Oh, no! You spied the worst possible sight in the corridor ahead of you. Max Lightfinger, your rival. He sneered... Oh, you know what I forgot, by the way, before we read all that? The 15 goes in there. Okay, here. Why does that look so different? All right, thanks. Let's see. Max Lightfinger, your rival. He sneered at you. Thanks for being here to take the fall for me. Again. Then he began to clank his weapons together and shout. Moments later, the largest foot you've ever seen, complete with bone-white skeletal claws, flattened the tunnel to rubble. It took a long time before the wall seemed to stop shaking. What are you doing, man? Collapse the nearest square tile. Okay, I mean, that can be the one behind me, right? Collapse the nearest square tile. Increase rage by 1. And your rival makes +2 Clank. Okay, so that's 2 purple ones in. Let me get those. Okay. And then we just lost the Crystal Kobold and the loot. What a jerk! What an absolute jerk. Okay, let's put out some cards here. Expensive Taste. I need that. Oh, do I need that card? 3 cards. I really need that card. Look at that. It's money It's worth... Oh, I need a gem, though, too. But those will come... You know what? I haven't seen a single gem yet. I was just about to say, a gem will come up. The Underground River, which is a dragon. That dragon attack and double cross. -2 Clank. Each other player gets +2 Clank. I like that, too, but I think Expensive Taste would come first, depending on what we've got here. Oh, man. This is really taking this game to a new strategy here with this collapsing... thing. This is pretty cool. I don't know what else you'd do with this, but like a different campaign and keep with the collapsing stuff, but wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Let's see. What do we need? 2 cards? I like how smooth it is into my turn. Oh, the dragon. See? Okay. So, we are only drawing 3 still. We still haven't taken an artifact. We still need to find the last Crystal Cave artifact tile, and I'd love to find some waypoints somewhere, but that's just not going to happen. That is not in the cards today, it seems like. Okay, so we are drawing 1, 2, 3. Purple and 2 blacks. Good deal. All right, so black, go to the goblin, a purple here. All right, what do we have? We have almost no skill points this turn, and I need 6. Okay, so here's a stumble. Well, okay. Just for the sake of it, right? So you have 10. We have an artifact worth 10, 17, and 20 left over. And I'm starting to not feel good about some of this. So I wonder, we have more than enough cash now. And a teleport. No lockpick. 3 boots. So here's what the survey says. That's -2 Clank, so we're going to take our Clank back. We have 2 boots, so we're going to walk 1, 2 into here, take the bananas. We're going to take the bananas, go up the rage track. We're going to hit the app. You saw an odd-looking scavenger with translucent skin picking through the room's rubble. He came alive upon seeing you. Good show. Well done, my dear clueless adventurer. So what have we learned? Oh, never mind all that. What do you think of my new avatar? It's great for finding secrets. Take it with you. That way I can keep an eye on you and catalog your finds. Acquire the scavenger. Put that in my discard pile. Is that it? That was our dude from that was the wizard guy? Right on. Okay. So I put the scavenger card in here. That's what it looks like. All right, I'm just glad he didn't take my artifact, man. Oh, do we? I don't think we take a minor secret. I mean, it does say on acquire, and like when you kill a guy, you do, right? When you kill like a skeleton, you do their thing. Ooh, I don't know. The instructions don't say. Yeah, they don't have any help on that. I'm just going to not take something just at the risk of, we shouldn't have it, but yeah, I don't know. I might have just messed up somewhere, but whatever. Oh, okay, so we had stumble, and then we had our -2 Clank to get our stumble back. We took our artifact. We're kind of trapped in that room, but we do have... oh no, we used 2 boots to get in there, right? We used those 2 boots to get in there, but we do have our floating skull, which says if you have a crown, teleport to an adjacent room. So we have the option now of going into the room with the heart and healing for 1, which is not an awful idea, because I kind of want to get back over here, or we have the option of going up here, which is also not an awful idea, because we need to see some more of this dungeon. And since it looks like we're building out this way for now, perhaps that's the direction that we go, right? So we're going to teleport from here to there. And then we have 1 more boot. And we're going to go this way, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, a way shrine. Okay. Boom. So we're going to put our 1 coin cube here and take 1 coin, because I need more money. So that was all 3 boots. We haven't used a single sword yet, have we? Ah, that's a bummer that we didn't get to a market somehow, but if I use all 4 swords to kill the ogre merchant here, we can at least take 5 gold. We have 24 gold now. Okay, I'm rich. All right. So we've used all of our boots, our teleport, our -2 clank. We're still at -1 clank for the thing. And then we have 3 whole skill points. What do we do with that? Now, of course, I'm 1 shy of the bandit. Oh my word. We could also take Underground River, which would allow us to move. You know, this is so funny. I'm buying the light stick. I don't think I've ever bought that before because I'm afraid of the clank, but I'm sick and tired of not having enough skill. So we're buying the light stick. We're just going to eat the +1 clank every time that comes up. We are done. Let's go ahead and see what the app says. Double Cross, that's a bummer. I like that card. And the Underground River. Double Cross would have been sweet because we could have been feeding purple cubes into the bag, right? Our rival Max, if you didn't watch episode 1, chapter 1, I mean, you would have no idea what I mean by purple cubes. Right? The game doesn't come with purple cubes. And it might even be confusing to you if you've played Clank Legacy. No spoilers. So we'll say our rivals' cubes. They're these. All right. Robbery, Rebel Paladin, Divining Rod. Okay. Oh, how funny. This is like the card that I would never trigger this game because I can't see. I would generate 5 at max for the rest of the game if I was to draw that. All right. So there's that. Soul Drinker's pretty sick. Yeah, see, look at these are all expensive. 6/4, 6/4, 5/4. Now I need my light stick. Okay. Let's go to... I got the Spectral Rider, but I don't have... Dang, I don't have a whole lot here. Okay, in fact, oh man. Okay, so here's what we got. We have the Rebel Thief. Take a lockpick. God, I love that. Take a lockpick. If I have another companion in my play area, draw a card. So we're not on a haunted tile, but we do have another companion, so we're going to draw a card. Lie in wait. Always a good one to draw. All right. Secret Tome, kind of useless for us. We'll just tuck that down here. That one doesn't even have any stats on it. And we did everything. So really, we've got this and the 3 cards in my hand. So, okay. Did we gain any money? We didn't gain any money. We need to gain $3 somehow. That's not happening. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to use 1 boot, the Spectral Rider, to come up here. Oh no, we're going to have to shift all this down. This was my fear with this game, was running out of table space. Okay. We have... That's a sweetie, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, so if we're going up, we're going to put it like this. That's our 1 boot. We're in a market. That's why I did that. And then we're going to put the 10 on there. Boom. Now, we have to go back to the app and hit move on to the last Crystal Cave artifact tile. Uh-oh. This final lab had yet another experiment. The light was glowing from the center into a skeleton's glowing staff. This was yet another skeleton in a fancy robe. He had a strange bat-like pet. Sneaking to the center of the room, you found a villager strapped to the chair. Skin misting to purple and green smoke. You can defeat the skeleton warlock or talk to the bat. Increase rage by 1. Oh no. We're getting up there all of a sudden. Place the skeleton warlock near this tile. You can defeat the skeleton warlock, or you can spend 5 skill to talk to the bat. You cannot leave this tile or steal an artifact until you have either defeated or talked to the bat. Defeated the skeleton or talked to the bat. Oh no. Okay, so here's what it looks like. And what do we have? Okay, so A, we have 3 swords. B, we have 5 points. Oh, this is super cool. Because we could do anything now, and we've moved 1 space. We have to somehow remember that. Okay. Man. Okay, so here's the ticket. I think we... Oh, God, look at that. Take a lockpick. Okay, so there's nobody to kill, like on our dungeon row here. There's no thing, so my swords would be useless. So let's kill the skeleton warlock. Let's just do it. Let's do that. So when you defeat him, it says take a secret tome and +1 clank. All right, so we're gonna kill that guy. Oh man, alive! All right, let's see here. So defeat skeleton warlock. There's no way you're the big boss. I defeated you much too easily, you shouted triumphantly. The warlock boomed back. Oh, you must mean the viscountess. Ooh. Foolish adventurer, you've defeated me this time, but next time you won't be so lucky. Come find me again when you're ready for a real fight. Until then, and with a poof, he was gone. You picked through his lab, but you only found papers torn out of old books. When you move off this tile, collapse it. New extra added. Oh, see, now it says get out. So we ended up killing the poor imp familiar. And what's our new extra? Wait, is that like retroactive, you think? I've got one done. Oh, son of a... I've only got one done. Okay. It doesn't have like any clarification, but we do have one completed already. Okay, well, so there's one here. Where's another library? Somebody use your eagle eyes and your ability to transport back in time to let me know. Ooh, there's one right here. So I'm going to mark that just so I can see that that's a library, because I've been taking prisoners and major secrets left and right. But this is close by, right? Okay, so I have used one boot, right, because we came from the way shrine to up here, and then we used all 3 of our swords, so our swords are out. So and we still have 5 skill points to spend. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Oh god, I'm in a market room. I'm in a market room. Okay, wait a second. So we are going to spend... I'm not hurt enough, though. Okay, so we're going to spend $7 on a backpack. We are going to spend $7 more on another crown? And I do believe we could take another backpack. I can't buy the heal because I don't have at least 5 damage. I could get 2 more lockpicks, though. And that's not an awful idea. So that's going to cost me points, though, because there only were 2 points at the end of the game. But the lockpicks, if I can squeeze by and get some more prisoners and stuff, you might make up those points and then some. So I'm going to take, let's see, 10. I'm going to take $3 back. So we're going to spend 7 points on a pair of lockpicks here, so you can see. It's got 2 lockpicks you gain when you buy this, so we're going to take 2 more lockpicks. So we have 3 lockpicks. All right, we have 3 lockpicks, and we have 2 boots to use still. And I spent all that money because I'm in a market. So, do we find out what this is and hope there's a way shrine there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interesting. Okay, because remember, it was in the top 10 we would find the 3 artifact rooms. Okay. We have 2 boots. We could get right in here, and this is still connectable. You know, I could go, because I could wind up coming here and this not be connectable, and I would be very upset. So let's do that. Let's go 1 boot, 2 boot. This place collapses. I think that is why I put that there. See, now I need different little thingies. Okay, so, and I have them, come to think of it. We could use X's for the ones that need to collapse. Look at this. Grab me some of these. Okay, so we need to pick this thing. So we'll pick this for another tome, but that is a library which meets the requirements of what they asked of me. So now we go back to the app, extras, pick 2 libraries. Luckily, you learned to read from a traveling merchant, but these old dusty books had a lot of old dusty words. You kept seeing the words soul transformation in the diagrams and formulas. These villagers were undergoing a transformation into someone or something else. Curse that old pirate and his dirty vocabulary. Why couldn't he have taught you more academic words? Take a major... Oh, that's pretty funny. That's pretty good. I give him props for that. I wonder who wrote this. Okay, let's... That's good. All right, the chalice. Lovely, lovely chalice. I am a fan of that chalice, let me tell you. 7 points is 7 points. Okay, so now we've used all 3 boots, all of our swords. We still have 5 points to spend, and that's it. We haven't spent any points yet because we decided to kill the imp. Dang it, if I had 1 more, I could take Soul Drinker. However, that is just ridiculousness because I do not... And I need... Oh, no. I wanted Expensive Taste. That's what I wanted. And I just don't have a way to get 1 more skill point. In all of that, I had no way to do it. So, it was just a long turn. Nobody gave me any bonus skill points. So let's go ahead and take our 4 out of our 5, I guess, and we will buy... Oh, God, Robbery's good. Robbery's real good, but I'm taking the Bandit. And the Bandit gives me an extra sword, which we don't need. It's not going to do us any good, but it's also going to give us a boot. And why not move into a crystal cave and get healed for 1? Okay, I like it. That's us done. These turns are getting long, but it's super fun because it's solo, right? You'd be annoyed to, you know... That's my complaint with Legacy, by the way. All right, so let's see what the app says. Next turn, remove. Oh, no. Oh, man. Soul Drinker and Expensive Taste. I really, really, really wanted Expensive Taste. Soul Drinker, I could live without. Okay. We have a Bard. We have the White Tourmaline. That's a dragon attack. And we're drawing 4 cubes now. And the Charlatan? What is that from? It's in my brain somewhere where somebody shouts it like that. Is that from Three Musketeers, the Disney one from like 92 or whatever that was? Charlatan? Okay, so let's see. Oh, 4 cubes. Well, there's 3 of... Oh, no! Oh, double no. Uh-oh. Dang it. And see, now that we're broke, right, we only have 3 gold pieces, I can buy the heal because I have 5 damage on me. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. And we have still only found a single way shrine. All right, +1 Clank. Is all this stuff off screen? It is. Right here. Okay, then we have... Oh, sick. Okay, look at this. -2 Clank. I keep moving it, so I'm all messed up. Okay, and then do we have a secret tome? I think we have like all 3 of them here. There's 1, 2, 3. All right, so if you have a single secret tome in your play area or discard pile, draw 2 cards, 1 and 2. Okay, so these are all done essentially, except for our 2 skill points. Okay, I stack them up like this just to try to make it easier to parse what's going on because my brain is racing. Oh, this was awful. So unlike during chapter 1 when we played, we were able to get rid of burgles. So there's a mess of burgles, although that gives us 6 points this time. But of course we got rid of, what was it called? Expensive Taste? Yeah. And then we have sudden movement. Each player alone on a... Oh, that's arrive. Okay, so we have 2 boots and 7 points. Okay. Okay. 2 boots and 7 points. And no swords? Are you kidding me? All right. Well, and you know what? Just for the sake of it, I want to remember that this is the one I took, right? I took that, so that way I don't think, oh, I missed one and have to put it there. So the game is telling us GTFO, son. Like, I mean, really, if you look at it, that. Oh, cool. If you look through these cards, you can't see. Our option here is escape. This is optional. This is extra. We've only gotten to 1 so far. I don't think that should be our main priority, right? That's extra. So let's bail on this. Let's attempt to get out of here. I absolutely am not risky enough to take the 2 damage for going down here. So I think I'm going to use our two boots to go back into this room and up here, and we're just going to hope for the best that it connects this way. All right? Oh, dude. I can work with this. Oh, that sucks. I can work with this, though. Okay, so we're in a room that did us nothing. That was both of our boots. We're going to lockpick this and free some dudes, right? So we're going to free 2 prisoners. We got... Oh, cool. The sorceress. So she's going to be worth 5 points because we have 2 tomes. Nice! I drew these last time, and I assure you I wash-shuffled them when all this was clear. So, all right. Good deal. We have 4 of those guys. We had 5 prisoners last time. Okay. So we have, what did I say, 8 points to spend? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, 7. 7 points. 7 points. The Charlatan is pretty great for 4 points because we can discard a card to draw 2 cards. In the event I don't get what I want, this is pretty sweet. That leaves me 3 points. I could buy the Bard, which is worth 1 point. And as silly as this sounds this late in the game, I'm not. I'm going to buy an Explore simply because I want the boot. Look at that, I'm out of cards. That was it. So that's the end of my turn. Look at this fat stack of cards now. How many? I'm just curious now. Look at this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cards. And you start with 10. Right, so we've purchased quite a bit of cards. That is quite the fat stack. This game does tend to go on a bit from the other like regular Clanks. It does tend to have a little bit longer playtime. Now, obviously, I'm playing solo here, so it's completely different than what happens with you and your friends. But there's a little bit of I kind of like the exploration that the other Clanks don't have. The other Clanks have a set map where you can look at them and say, okay, I need to plan to get to here. What's between me and there? And then buy accordingly. And this one, and I'm going to say this now, I think this is the first time I've had the thought of I think this one might be the better Clank for me. I always leaned heavily towards the original Clank. I just liked the theme more. I liked the cards more. I preferred the expansion content, you know, or to take it out. I had no problem. I love, there's a map. It's the Silk and Gold map, right? It's a 2-sided board. That expansion is by far my favorite, but I think that this adds not only, you know, just enough difference to the gameplay, right? Like there's no such thing as lockpicking and leaving it open for other people. You buy a key and only you can use it, which I think is pretty awesome, you know, but this idea of needing to have these resources of a lockpick that you then spend for whatever you need or what you think you may need is pretty great. And, you know, it unlocks a pathway for other players to get through. That's pretty amazing. But this game adds exploration. And I wonder, and I say this is very long-winded for a reason, I wonder, one of the things I love in like roguelike video games or whatever is the random loot. I love that you just can't count on the loot. I hate everything being just 100% deterministic. You know exactly what's going to happen, right? The card row here is what makes this exciting to me. Is you have to work with what you find. The fact that it's constantly changing is a negative for a lot of people because, you know, what if they didn't get to buy the card that they wanted? Well, my reaction is you don't hang your hopes up on a single card. You know, it's not going to be perfect. You have to work with what you can get, and I like that aspect of games. I like just, well, I have to make the best of what I can with what I've got here. But other people don't. They don't like that, so I don't know. All right, so, oh no, robbery and the gosh, that Rebel Paladin would be pretty sweet. All right, we can get another artifact, by the way. Oh no, that's a danger. That's a dragon. That's a riot. And that is another. So there's a gem. Didn't we have something that needed a gem? Okay, so now we're drawing 5 cubes because if you look here, the wishing well says danger +1 for dragon cube. Uh-oh. We're actually getting kind of low on cubes here. What am I drawing? 5, I said? 1, 2, 3. Oh. We don't have any money. We have 3 gold pieces. Oh, no. 4, 5. Oh, dang. So that white one goes back in the bag, but I still take a damage for it. Purple's going to take this damage. Oh, I wonder if I forgot to put a damage on purple last time I drew a white. I just don't remember. And these... I just wrecked the damage track here. There we go. Okay. Good enough. Alright, so yeah, that's nasty. Okay, so... Wishing Well. Secrets. Yeah, see, this is a problem, drawing these secret tomes now. They're not doing us any good. They're clogging up our junk. And all this damage that we're taking. Also not... Oh, you know what? I do have to fix something here that I forgot all about. Back here, in the Way Shrine, we had the puzzle box, which we discard and take a major secret for. I completely forgot about that. I realized that was like 5 turns ago, but it's not going to have any impact on anything. I don't... Oh, it could. Hold on, it could. Because it could be that it's a +5 skill, and that was the same... Well, that wasn't the same room, so I guess it doesn't matter. Well, maybe we'll hang on to it. We'll draw one at the end of the game if I never got a chance to spend it otherwise. How's that? I forgot all about that thing. Okay, so Secret Tome doing us no good. We have... God, these burgles, man. Burgle, Rebel Thief, take a lockpick. I love it. And if you have another companion in your play area, draw a card. Guess what? What's up, friend? And a sneak attack is -2 Clank. We don't have any in there now, of course. Okay, so we have all the swords in the world. That's what we've got to work with here. 3 boots, 4 swords, and nobody to kill. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh no, that's okay. That's good, right? Because we have to murder these guys to get through here. Because I think we're on our way out of here, and I think we can teleport right to here. Yeah. So let's do that. Let's go two swords and a boot. Here, we're going to use 2 swords and a boot to come up into that room there. We're going to use 1 lockpick to... Oh, it goes over here to free 2 more prisoners. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Okay, so that one healed us for 1, which is nice. This one, though, brings up the dragon track by 1 more, right? That is the adventurer. Immediately advance the dragon marker 1 space along the rage track. Oh no, we are maxed out. Uh-oh. Okay, so now we're in this room. We have spend $3 to use the wishing well. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to do this right now. It's 0 cost other than 3 gold. We're going to pay the 3 gold. And it says, what now? Draw 2 cards. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay, another burgle. All right. Okay, so here we are. We've used 2 swords, so we still have 2 swords. And 4 boots. Man, as much as I want to goof off and like... Okay, so there's 2 boots. So we're going to use 1 boot to go in here and come out there. And that's going to give us a minor secret. Another heal. You know what? Maybe it's just high time to cash in all 3 of these heals. All right, 1, 2, and 3. I can't believe I drew every... That must be every one, right? There can't possibly be any more. But I'm just a little bit too close for comfort here on the death track, so I'm just going to do 3 heals. Let's just get that done. Okay, so we've used now 2 boots, right? We went 1, 2... And we still have a bunch of swords, so let's go this way. We'll use a 3rd boot and another sword. There it is. Okay, to come into here. Now, we're going to pay 1 of those to gain 2 gold. We're going to turn in our puzzle box to gain a major secret. The best I can fix that. Shoo! This is the greatest game of Clank I've ever played. This is the kind of crap that my wife does to me. She'll go from 9 hit points down, and then all of a sudden, just all the heals. Oh, how funny. How funny is that? 2 heals. This is heal 2. That's all I have damage now. Oh my gosh. That's hysterical. I don't even want it. I wanted anything better than that. Points. I wanted, what did I really want? I wanted the skill points, probably. Oh, that's so, or the chalice even. Oh my god. That's too good. Okay, so here we are. See, now we only need one more way shrine. Like, what are the odds of that? I have all these cards in my hand somehow. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, I got one from the buddy, and then I've got 2 from the thing. And we have used 1, 2, 3 boots and 3 swords. So we're 3 boots and 3 swords down. So we have 1 sword and 2 boots left. Right? Okay. 2 boots. We're going to go this way because of this thing. So we're going to go right here. Damn it. All right. That's a bummer. I was hoping... Look at this. And another heal. How unreal is this? Okay. Well, that... Oh, no. It heals us. I'm okay with this, man. All right. We weren't moving anywhere else anyway. The secret tome does me no good. The 1 sword is going to do me no good. So that leaves us with just skill points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skill points. What do we buy? What do we buy? I think that we... Oh, how funny. Oh, don't forget the white cube. I think that we buy... Do we buy the white tourmaline? I mean, now that we have 2 ghost cubes in there, the problem is we're never gonna draw this. This will never happen. This will never happen. Instead, I'm buying Riot, and for good reason. On the bottom, free your prisoner, so we're gonna free. Oh, that's points now, baby. All right, and then right when I draw that card, I'm going to be able to trash cards again. I think this was the better bet, and it has a boot on it. I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see what the app says. Next turn. Collapse the nearest square tile. Okay. So, do we remember... Those 2 are our options. And then we lost these 3. So we... Let me look at the notes again. I want to make sure... Locate the face-up tile that's closest to the one you're standing on, or locate the tile the app indicates. Flip it face down. It is now impassable. If multiple tiles are the same distance from you, you choose. Okay, what I'm looking for is something that says it can't be a safe tile. The starting tile can never be collapsed. If it's the closest to yours, look for the next one. Treat it as 2 separate square tiles for purposes of locating the closest face-up tile. All tiles except for the large rectangular starting tile are considered square tiles. When it collapses, return lockpicks, return artifacts, any cube from way shrines to personal supply. Okay, so we can choose. Therefore, I choose to collapse this safe tile. Because it's either this or this. And I'm choosing this one mainly because I don't want to lose the way shrine. Like, if I can come down here, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got to fill this up. Okay, let's go with Dragon, Rose Quartz, Pillage, another Pillage. We have... Oh no, all players get +1 Clank. I have not seen... Have I just been ignoring them this whole game? So we're just going to throw those in fact. Because we're doing a draw anyway. And then another Ogre Merchant. So now we get to draw 5 cubes. Ladies and gentlemen, there are not that many cubes in this bag. I mean, there are 5, but what I'm saying is there's not a whole lot of cubes left in this bag. There's probably 15 or so. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, did we get rid of our arrive guy? Or, I mean, our danger guy? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we have, oh gosh. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to draw a 5th one because we are maximum on the rage track. Ah! Okay, so that's 1 extra purple and 1 extra red for the white cube. The black cube will come out. Yeah, see, we need to get out of here. And then a purple and 2... Well, the 2 reds, I'm just going to spend my major secret to heal up right now. because that'll be the first thing I do on my turn, right? So now it's my turn. I use my amazing powers of finding every heal in the dungeon. That's insane. Okay, oh no, we only got one. Oh no, that's wild. What are the odds of that? Look what I drew. If you're on a haunted tile, I am, see the ghost? You may teleport to any room on a different haunted... Oh, we collapsed the other one, never mind. That was super cool for a split second. Oh, well this works out too though, look at this. So I got +2 Clank, right? I've got a Stumble and a Light Stick, but then... Guess who's hanging out in a crystal cave right now? -2 Clank. So I have a wash with that. That's a good deal, because now we have 1 sword and 5 skill points, 6 skill points, 7, 8 skill points, 1 sword and 1 boot. Let's go. We're going to move this way. I need a way shrine. Clank gods. We need to pray to Lord Denon. I need a way shrine here. Damn it. Well, I guess that's one that we're just not going to get, huh? Okay, so we're coming down here. Oh, geez. I really don't want to play with this. This game is over. I have kind of no choice but to do this, really, right? Oh, no. We're coming out this way. How can I get... Oh, no, I haven't... Yeah, this is the only way I can go, because I want to go up. I will say this, though. So that was my 1 boot. I have 1 sword, which does me no good. Look at all these guys I can kill now. I'll do this then. We do have 1 final lockpick we will put right here and take another... If I draw a healing potion, I quit this game forever. Alright, let's see. I don't even know if there's another healing potion. There's not a whole lot of major secrets. Ooh, interesting. On a turn where there's not a whole lot of interesting stuff to buy. Okay, so that was my... I'm locked. I'm done. That was it. That's what I got. I have this for my turn. So we have 5, 10, 13... Oh, God. I'm 1 point shy of being able to buy 2 tomes. I never even got a second artifact. Did I? No, I didn't. Did I forget an artifact anywhere? No, I didn't. Okay. Dang, that's such a huge bummer. God, we could totally screw around and come up here, but now we're collapsing. We could. No. We can't. We can't. We're locked in now. Okay, so 13 points to spend. How ridiculous. How ridiculous. We could take... Wow. That would be risky. We could take both gems. We could take both gems. That's 11 points. But it's also 9 victory points. And since I didn't, and since I lost points on the lockpicks, oh, maybe not, I have not been paying. No, I got a 7 tome, so that's fine. Oh, and the prisoners are going to be pretty sick. Maybe these are the best bets, right? So that's going to be +4 Clank. Okay, so there's 4 Clank for the bag, but it's also 9 victory points. And I'm not going to have but 2 more turns. Assuming I don't die? Okay, we're done. Let's take a look. Right, I'm not even going to shuffle those things into my deck, right? Because I have all of these to draw next time. And I need 1 boot and then 2 boots. So, even better. Okay. App. What say you, app? Next turn. Just those 3 on the right, huh? All right. That's it? No fancy business? Nope. Okay. Let's add some stuff. So we have Flamboyance, Charlatan, the Marble Guardian, there's a dragon, and Payoff. I love that card. Okay, so the dragon here is going to be a problem. Let me just double check something here. Nope. Okay. Da-da-da-da. And we're drawing 5, which means I can't die no matter how poorly I draw this turn, but next turn is going to be a different story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeesh. Okay, so let's deal with this here. So this is 2 purples. Oh my gosh, look at that, he's down to 1 more. And then a red and a red, a red and a red. Ooh, okay, and then 2 blacks. Okay, so, yeah, wow, Max is down to 1 hit point. Look at that. Okay, it's too bad there wasn't like a thing on the app for like Max died, although that would just speed it up somehow. Okay, here we go. Our turn. We have to, yeah, this is not exciting now. So we can play Charlatan to discard a card to draw 2 cards, and we may as well discard Sidestep. So I'm going to discard Sidestep and draw 2 cards. 1 Secret Tome and a Stumble. Okay, so that's bad because we're adding another one to the bag. The good news is I have 6 hit points, meaning I can't die this upcoming possible pull. But I do have 1 boot. So we move into a safety zone A, B, a crystal cave, so we can't use any more boots. We have the scavenger for 2, and then if I have a crown teleport to an adjacent room, we are 1 boot away. 1 boot away. We have a sword that is absolutely useless. We have 2, 4, 6, really? Not 7 points to buy a stinking tome. We have 6 points. Can't believe it. How did this happen the whole game? 6 points. The only card up here worth any points is Flamboyance for 2 points. So I'm buying it just because it's worth points. Oh no, so is this. Charlatan's worth 2. So I can afford both. That's 6 points. Okay, so we will do the app for the end of our turn. Let's draw our 5, I guess. 3, 4. Oh, look at that. All I need is a boot, right? All I need is a miracle. Uh-oh. So now it says increase rage. I don't know what that means because I can't increase the rage anymore. So I don't think there's any kind of rule of we just lost. I think that you just move it up. I don't... yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say... I don't remember reading anything that says if we have to increase rage and can't we lose. I don't remember that at all, so I don't think that's a thing. Okay, so then we lost these... All right, I mean, if we did, we lost the doorstep, which let me tell you, that is like the name of the game. That happens to, oh God. So this just got real bad. Rotate each square with any players on it 180 degrees. So this won't, that's fine, it's not a square. The waystone, oh no. This just got, we just got a possible death here because now we have to draw, and I have 6 hit points, 6 cubes out of the bag. Oh my God. Well, you know what? There's still... Maybe there's 15 cubes now. Oh, I have no idea. So this sucks. 6 cubes coming at you. There's 4, 5, 6. Oh man, that could have killed me. That really could have killed me. All those heals and I could have died. Sometimes I love it. I mean, sometimes you play a high Clank game. Sometimes you play a no Clank game. Sometimes you're rich. Sometimes you're poor. It's a blast and it's easy to play. Okay, so Secret Tome does us no good. 1 boot is going to get us out of the dungeon. We'll take our mastery token. I have -2 Clank, and if I have a Secret Tome in my play area, draw 2 cards, so I have to shuffle this mess. Boom! We are out. So the important thing is that we should do, you know, what the game says, because for whatever reason it's grading us, and I don't know if that means anything. Like, do we get different endings? Like, is this that well thought out? You know, is there different endings or different ways that this is explained? Like, you know, at the end of it, do they say things like, "Oh my God, you're terrible" or whatever? Or the guy says, "Well, I guess you made it out with a tiny little garbage artifact" or whatever. Like, I don't know. But there's no reason to not try to do the best we can, right? So we are going to draw, because every single one of our cards was in the discard when I drew the librarian. So we may as well add 2 cards to our last pull here, just to see if it makes a difference. You know, maybe there's something that we can buy with it that's worth points that we couldn't buy before. Or maybe there's some card I just don't remember that exists that says mark a way shrine for free. That'd be pretty sweet. I really want to do that extra mission, but I can't. Okay, so we're going to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, a secret tome and a rebel thief. And if I have another companion in my play area, draw a card. So the lockpick isn't going to do us any good. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to draw the card, though, and sudden movement isn't going to do us any good either. So we are going to now tally our swords. We have 2, so we're going to kill the goblin once. So, oh, no, we can kill that guy. Oh, but it's just a move, so who cares? So we're going to take this because it's worth a victory point, right? Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't believe I have 2 secret tomes. 3, 4, 5 points. So can we get any points with 5 points? We can get 3 points because we can buy this and this, right, for 5. 4 and 5, and that's going to be 3 victory points. You know, victory points are victory points, right? So we bought those, and then we go to the app, and we escape. And this is the fun part where, so artifacts, I only got the 15. Even though I had a backpack, I only got the 15. Which is a bummer, man. But hey, God, this is so much fun. Okay, so I don't think that there's any sense in keeping you here while I have to make heads or tails of this score. Plus, I like to double check it, you know, maybe triple check it just to make sure that we're right. And so maybe I'll do that, and then we will jump back here and see how we did and how the story wraps up. That was massive. I think I've got most of this on the screen here so that we can see. Yeah, yep, looks good. So this was huge. You can see that this here was 14 points for just these 2 dudes, because these 2 guys are worth 1 point per rescued guy. So that's 7 points, then 2, 2, 2, 3, 5, 10, 25, 15, 9, 2, 5, 7, 3, 30, 10, 10, and 3. Wow. That was, I don't know if that's great or not. Like, that's really high if we were playing, like, you know, Clank with people. That's really high, but, man, that was a lot. And as far as the app is concerned, let's see what it says now. Like, and you know, I have no idea. The app might say, boy, that score sucks. You know, I don't know. That's why I'm going 4 points to see how well we do. So there's that. And it says B+, right. See, that was not amazing. Interesting. Okay, good. So I like that we pushed and tried to get as many points as we can, and we did well, but we didn't get an A. Poof! Congratulations on making it out alive. Things were much spookier down there than I expected. Did you find out who the big boss is? Or the viscountess? I've told you there's a mystery here, and I've trained you precisely for this moment. You showed him the dusty scraps of book you found in the libraries. Oh, man! See, if they're going to tie in all the extra stuff you can do to the story, that's awesome. I don't know if you actually get this otherwise or not, though. Oh, how magnificent. The owner must surely be proud of a work like this. Well, I can't read it all, but it seems to be talking about stripping a person's soul from their being, leaving a ghost and their empty body. This seems like quite the potent reaction. Wow. And that's it, I guess, right? Because if we hit next chapter, I think it starts, right? So we don't want to do that. That is wild. That is wild. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Cool. This is amazing. This is so much fun to play Clank with a story. Now, yes, there's Clank Legacy. Yes, it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. I don't think it's amazing. I don't like a lot of some of the things it does, and there's anyway. It's a lot of fun though. If you like Clank, you should buy it. It's worth the playthrough. But this is great, right? Like they could totally, if I don't know how deep this goes, but like what if we didn't do the libraries and we did do the way shrines, right? Like how does that change things? And then later on, does the game come back to that and say, hey, in those books you found back in chapter 2 and it's now chapter 5, you know, you can start the game with a major potion or whatever, you know, or I mean a major secret. I mean that would be really neat, and that's the kind of thing I'd totally pay for. I mean, if they want $5 for a campaign that I can have a blast playing for, you know, a week or two, that's so worth it to me. That is super cool. I know the whole, so there's a contingent out there, and I am part of it, by the way, that does not like apps, like app-driven board games and everything. Like I do not like it. Like this could be done with a book, This could be done with a book and cards. You know, it's that simple. It could be done. Is it a problem? No, in this case, I don't think so. I didn't really have a problem with it at all either in like Descent. What was that called? Road to Legend, I think. I didn't have a problem with that at all, right? Because it's very minimal, very behind the scenes. It's just telling you a thing or two. You know, like that's fine. It's not doing all the stuff and driving the game and all that kind of stuff. I don't want that. I don't want board games to be that. That's fine. I get that they exist. That's great. Knock yourself out. They're fun. There's a few of them that I run into, like this. First Martians is another one that has an app that, you know, like you're kind of forced to use. So it's like, well, you know, the Hexplorer games have an app for some of the events, but you can actually buy the card set for that. So, you know, I realize that this might be a big turnoff for some people, but this is a mode Clank does not have without the app, and it's really cool that it adds it in, and it wasn't designed around it, and that's the problem I have, I think, with the current Legends of the Dark Descent game, right? Like it was designed around the app as opposed to the game was designed and the app was added in. I don't know. There's a distinction there. It's a weird thing. It's a weird subject for some people. Some people, I understand it. I get you. You know, zero app, I understand. It just so happens this works out well. I don't have to type anything except for a score. I can just use this little wireless mouse I've had, you know, just sit on the table. It's easy. I can just have it up on another screen here that you can't see, and I can pull it up when you need to see. So I think it's pretty good for what we're doing here. And I think we're okay with using, you know, light apps for some games if they add the game. And if I can play them solo, that's a endorsement. Okay, so this is awesome. Had a great time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes this time. I don't know. You never know. All right. Until then, remember, games are made for everyone's recreation. We'll see you later for Chapter 3.